Good morning. Welcome back to Ladybug Grace Daily Devotional Edition. Today is Tuesday, May 12th. Today's message is we all have a beautiful testimony. When you faithfully share your testimony, God will use it to reach others. Before we go further, though, our prayer. Father, as I read and receive your word, may it deeply be rooted in me. So when difficulty comes, it'll be your word that encourages and strengthens me. So biblically, we're going to be in Psalm 126 and read verses 1 to 6. When the Lord brought back the captive ones of Zion, we were like those who dream. Then our mouth was filled with laughter and our tongue with joyful shouting. Then they said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We are glad. Restore our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. Those who sow in tears shall reap with joyful shouting. He who goes to and fro weeping, carrying his bag of seed, shall indeed come again with a shout of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. Oh, and in the mailer that I get, it every so often you'll see like little things like that. If God is my protector, always available and sufficient for everything I need, then I can cease striving. I can rest. So in today's message, let's see, hopefully that's big enough there. We love inspiring stories. Biography of those who make great use of a second chance tend to top bestseller lists. But few people experience something so dramatic. Most of us are wonderfully ordinary. Sadly, some believers think that being a regular person makes their testimony unexciting and less valuable. Nothing could be farther from the truth. A personal testimony is a way of expressing what God has done and is doing in our life. No matter how commonplace our words may seem compared to someone else's, the Lord will see to it that they impact the hearers who need them. Imagine this: a 6-year-old girl accepts Christ. As she grows, she'll be able to tell her friends of God's greatness, explaining that he made the gospel clear to her as a child and continues to reveal something new to her regularly. When she is 80, she'll be able to share about a lifetime of walking with Jesus. Her testimony may not be exciting, but it doesn't need to be. It will be spiritual gold. No matter what your story is, God can and will use it. You have no idea how far-reaching your testimony can be. God says that his word will not return to him void. And the story of Jesus' saving grace is always worth telling. So what story do you have? What testimony do you have? Think about that in your life. Take a moment. I have a few. I've already shared some of them on here and through these videos. The one that reigns true with me the most is the day I had my bad car accident. And I've shared that on here. It was, it'll be 3 years this coming August I got hit. One of many times in a span of 3 years, I got hit 3 times. The last one, as I was coming down the road, I was heading east on Jonestown Road here. And, hi. Oh, Champ's bringing me his chicken. And I heard in my head very clearly, no, I say I heard, I'm not hearing voices. It was an impression. It was something I felt. It said, go to the right. Like, take this one little offshoot to go to where I was going. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to do that. And didn't the lady who eventually hit me almost run a red light? Next spot. It's a weird intersection right there. There's like a bunch of lights. And so I started watching her. She pulled out and was coming up behind me. And I saw her coming. And then she went and decided, I'm going to go in the right turning lane, but there was already somebody there. So she sideswiped that guy and then rear-ended me. And I was sitting still at a red light. And I saw the whole thing in my rearview mirror. And of course I felt it. And it took me over 2 years to heal in my back. And I still have some minor issues, but not like I did. So my back is way better than it used to be. But that's a testimony there of, and will ask, I'll be like, okay, Lord, which way am I going this time? And when I feel the impression to go away, I go away. So that's a testimony right there. You listen to the Holy Spirit. You listen to what they have to say. Now, there are other testimonies, and I can't think of right now, but that's the one I share the most because it taught me a lesson. I heard, I didn't follow. I paid the consequence because God already knew what was happening. That accident was going to happen no matter what. It was going to happen to somebody because there was already somebody else there. Or maybe she would have sideswiped the guy and then moved into the lane and wouldn't have rear-ended anybody. You know, that's possible. But unfortunately, he tried to remove me from the equation and I didn't listen. So that's something I always share with people. And some are receptive to it. Some, whatever. But it helps to be in the Word. It helps to speak with Him, pray to Him, I'm not talking about full-blown conversations. That's not what I mean. But in my mind, I do have time with the Holy Spirit and with God. And that's where your testimonies will come out because you have that connection. So what testimonies do you have? Think about that. What can you share to people out there? I hope you have a great day and a blessed day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.